Hey, what's up guys? How y'all doing today? Hope everyone's doing good. So in today's video, I thought we'd just have some fun doing offensive attacks, and I kind of just want to talk about positioning and things like that while we're doing these fights because, well, I don't know, I was messing around on Discord and I just noticed that it seems like a lot of people are having trouble with positioning, or maybe not really having trouble, it's just they're not really thinking about it as much as they should, because positioning in this game is extremely important, like very, very, very important. So yeah, I thought I'd just talk about that a little bit, and while we do some offensive attacks and get some of my points back up here. So let's try to find a good opponent. All right, there's a Traxie. We did get back up to rank 1, so that's cool. And yeah, so this is the team that he's currently running. He decided to take Dunlinger out, and he put Lily May in. So the Lily May is the only one that's gonna block an active against me, and the most likely will be Siren that she blocks, because he starts with 600 energy. Also, Hugin starts with 600 energy, but every time Hugin provides a shield, he gives 75 energy to Siren. So Siren's gonna most likely be the one that gets to his active first, and that will draw the Lily May's active block, and then Hugin, that will allow my team to, you know, gain shields from Hugin, which is nice. I definitely enjoy that, because I mean, you know, the shields he provides also give CC immunity and damage reduction, so they're pretty important, and yeah, definitely want to have those. Now, if you look at the way my heroes are positioned and who they're targeting, Vala is targeting Siren, so that's really, really good. Definitely want to be... It's really the only way I can hard target one of the two heroes that are important to get a kill on really early, which is Cryonaya and Siren. So we're able to hard target Siren with Vala, and then we have the only other one that's left that I really want to target is Cryonaya. So we have Harak here, who is targeting Lily May, but since Lily May is actually untargetable at the start of the fight, Harak's targeting is going to switch over to Cryonaya, and he's going to be able to take her out. So you can pretty much predict how the fight's going to go just by the way your heroes are positioned, and as long as you know your heroes are strong enough to do the damage they need to do, you can pretty much predict with some pretty good accuracy what kind of outcome you're gonna have. So as long as you know everything, as long as the damage is there, I should win this fight no problem. Vala and Harak shouldn't really have any kind of issue taking these guys out, and then if any kind of stragglers are left, I have Siren to group them up and Harak to just kind of chew through them all. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and hit battle here and see how this plays out. Alright, so the tanks of course are going to just attack each other. There goes Harak attacking Cryonaya. Vala already killed Siren. Cryonaya is pretty low. She gets knocked up by Harak, and that should finish her off. Yeah, there she goes. Now Vala's going to take out Ludovic and Lily and whatever's left, and yeah, it worked out really well. And as you saw, Siren's active was the one that got blocked, so we did get some shielding from Hugin, which was really nice. And yeah, now if I wanted to, I could probably take Siren and move him away from Hugin so that he's not behind Hugin, and then that would probably allow Hugin's active to be blocked. Well, there'd be a much higher chance that Hugin's active would get blocked by Lily May instead of Siren's. So if I wanted Siren's active to go off, I'd have to, you know, do something like that. But anyway, let's hop out of here and let's pull up some opponents here and just let's check out what kind of defenses they're running. Now, I don't think I'm gonna fight any of them because they have much lower Paragon level than I do, so it's just not really going to be fair. Now this is Arena 1. I don't know, I'm not even going to talk about Arena 1 because Arena 1 is just, it can get chewed apart by any Sylvina, Rainier, Nara team. It's just too easy to target them. Well, we'll just hop in, because every tile that you see here has a symmetrical tile. So Sylvina can target any of these heroes. I could put Nara in here too and target whatever I want. You know, it's just not a good idea to use Arena Map 1 as your defense. Yeah, I'd stay away from it completely. Let's see what else is here. What's Sir TJ run? He's on map 3. Let's see how he has his heroes positioned. All right. Okay, so I see this positioning quite often, and it's not bad, but it's also not the best, because you can still target any of these 3 heroes, the Damien, the Taylene, or the Freesto, with Sylvina. So now targeting Sylvina or targeting Freesto or Taylene with Sylvina is kind of stupid. So this isn't a bad positioning, really. But if he had any other heroes in here that were important, then it would be. What he would need to do is actually move one of the Freestos over a tile so that they're in one of the symmetrical tiles that Sylvina would target, because then the game will default her targeting to whatever hero is closest that's on a symmetrical tile. Hopefully that made sense, but yeah, let's hop back out. Let's go ahead and do another fight here. See if we can get another win. I'm pretty sure the team that I'm using to counter Atraxi's team, I'm pretty sure it's 100% win rate. So yeah, and I want you guys to keep in mind, there is no such thing as a defense that has 100% win rate. Like, there's no defense that can win against everything. There's always going to be something that counters you. And that's what makes defense so difficult for so many people. we're just gonna play this fight out, and you guys can watch as I'm talking. But anyway, yeah, defense. It's there. If you have opponents on your server, in your in the game, whatever, that have huge accounts, they all have deep access to heroes, so they have a really deep roster. They can really just use any kind of hero they want. They will always crack your defense as long as they are testing and positioning their heroes properly and stuff. Now you could have a pretend 100% win rate, because you might have opponents that just don't know how to counter it. But there is a counter to every defense team out there. It's just the way these games work. And if you did somehow find a defense that could counter everything that people throw at it, no matter what, then the devs or Lilith or whoever would come up with some way to make that team be counterable. They would release a new hero, or they would buff old heroes. They would do something to make that a thing, because, well, you just can't have that in a game. It would be crazy. But yeah, that's the name of the game in PvP, is knowing or having a really deep knowledge of what counters what and how to position heroes to do whatever you need them to do, all that kind of stuff. And if your opponents have that knowledge and also have the deep roster, you're gonna have a really tough time on defense. And yeah, it's just defense is just a really hard part of this game, extremely difficult part. So yeah, that's my little spiel about defense. There we go. We took out the Siren, gonna take out the Cryanaya. Lily already blocked the Siren active. We got some shields from Hugin. And now we're just gonna finish off the rest of the team. So yeah, I'm really enjoying Dunlinger with heal block. It's so clutch. Now, you probably don't have to run Dunlinger on this team, but let's actually find out. Let's replace Dunlinger with Friesto and see if that works for us. If we can get Atraxi as an opponent again. We're gonna test and see, yeah. Because I don't think we really need Dunlinger necessarily. We definitely don't need him to block actives, that's for sure. But do we need him to heal block for us? That's the question. Now, how do I want to position him? You know, if I give Hugin the buff from the main body, which is gonna, you know, give him more energy generation, it might allow me to get my Siren active off instead of Hugin's, and that could be interesting. Or do I want to give damage reduction to one of these guys? We could let's try it this way. If this doesn't work, then we'll try it the other way. And yeah, we'll see just how important Dunlinger is to this team. And like I said, Dunlinger might not be that important. We just might need to reposition this since we're putting Friesto in. But we'll have to find out. Let's go ahead and hit battle, see how this plays out for us. All right, so Siren's not taking near as much damage. Yeah, see, this is definitely... Okay, we're going to get our Siren active out here, right? No, Lily's going to block it. We lost our Vala, lost our Friesto, lost everybody, and yeah. So it looks like... Yeah, even with... I think even with better positioning, I don't think we would be able to get the win without Dunlinger heal blocking. 'Cause, I mean, Ludovic is just... He's such a strong PvP healer. I think he's between him and I kind of want to say Haywin. She's really, really solid as a PvP healer. But Ludovic definitely outmatches her, in my opinion. Yeah, Ludovic is just so good. He's unaffected at the start of the fight. He starts healing instantly with his Everbloom field and moves it around the battlefield at a relatively good pace. He's a really solid hero. Plus he stuns enemies that go into the Everbloom field and stuff. So he has interruptions and things like that can really be annoying to fight against. So yeah, he's definitely a really good healer, and Dunlinger is huge for shutting him down. I'm so glad that I pulled for Dunlinger way long ago. I know a lot of people didn't, but yeah, if you care about top ranks in PvP and you can afford it, I would get Dunlinger for sure. Now, I wouldn't do it right this second because we're about to get a new Celestial hero. I would see how the new hero is, and then I would make my decision. But yeah, Dunlinger, he is an answer for a lot of problems. So let's do this last battle here, get some points back, and then we'll call it a day. So, all right. Now there's the damage on Siren that we needed. and also the damage on Cryanaya. She got taken out really early, actually. And then, yeah, we got our shields from Hugin. Vala doing another active, getting in there, doing some of her melee attacks. And there we took out the Friesto, and that's that. So, yeah. That's going to be about it for today, I think. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys can please give me a like and a subscribe, that'd be awesome. I really want to try to grow the channel more. I want to do more videos way more often. I'm really busy, so I don't know. And I don't want to be one of those people that puts out like 4 videos a day, because that just feels like it's diluted, kind of just fluff content in my opinion. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Please like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. I really like brownies, yeah. It's yummy. I play games with y'all.